Hello and welcome to a fresh new episode of Science Monitor, our weekly update on all that is happening in the field of science and technology in and around the country. Now, shrinking peaks to 2-in-1 technologies. We have many exciting news stories coming up. First, let's take a look at the headlines. Is Everest shrinking? New data will confirm. Padma Awards 2017 announced. School students discovering and naming asteroids. 2-in-1. New technology combines wind and solar power. And in our In Focus segment today, we will discuss about NISAR, the biggest collaborative project between ISRO and NASA. Mount Everest, also known as the Sagarmath in Nepal, the biggest mountain peak on Earth. Now standing tall at over 20,000 feet, scaling Everest is a lifetime dream which only a fortunate few have achieved. But is Everest shrinking? Well, the doubt has been raised by a section of researchers following the devastating earthquakes that hit Nepal 2 years back. Now, to clarify the doubt, Survey of India is soon aiming to remeasure the height of Everest.
Centuries ago, tectonic movements was what gave rise to the giant mountain ranges of the Himalayas. And now, centuries later, tectonic movements might be shrinking them as well. Yes, doubts have been expressed by some sections of the scientific community that following the major earthquake in Nepal 2 years ago, Mount Everest, the highest peak of the world, might actually be shrinking. As of today, the correct height of Mount Everest, as estimated by the Survey of India, is 29,028 feet. However, following the doubts about shrinking of the peak, Survey of India would soon undertake the daunting task of remeasuring the height of Mount Everest. While Survey of India has already acquired the required approvals to undertake the expedition, the project is likely to start in a month or two, according to the sources. It is expected that the endeavour would take about a month for observation and 15 more days for computation and declaration of data. Besides clarifying the existing doubts, the measurement is also expected to aid many scientific studies.
The country recently celebrated its 68th Republic Day. The day, while celebrating many other achievements, was also time to honour the outstanding contributions of Indians in various fields. Well, the Republic Day saw the announcement of Padma Awards. So, who bagged the highest civilian awards of the country in the field of science this year? Let us see this report.
Like every year, the Republic Day this year was again special, and the much-awaited announcement of the country's highest civilian awards, the Padma Awards, is out. This year, the President of India has announced 89 names for the Padma Awards. This includes 7 Padma Vibhushan, 7 Padma Bhushan and 75 Padma Shri awardees. This year, only 5 individuals from various streams of science and engineering were awarded the Padma Prizes for their outstanding contributions. While Professor Udupi Ramachandra Rao, former chairman of ISRO from Karnataka, has been selected for the Padma Vibhushan, Shri Chandrakant Pitawa from Telangana, Professor Ajay Kumar Ray from West Bengal, Shri Chintakindi Mallesham from Andhra Pradesh, and Shri Jitendra Nath Goswami from Assam has been selected for the Padma Shri Awards. Unfortunately, no names have been announced for the Padma Bhushan Awards in the Science and Engineering category. The Padma Awards are approved by the President and conferred upon the winners at a function in Rashtrapati Bhavan during March to April every year.
In the age of space and space technologies, the students are not to be left behind. Now, giving young school students an opportunity to explore space and discover new asteroids is the novel All India Asteroid Research Campaign organized by the Space Group along with the International Astronomical Union. The recent space meet in this context saw the felicitation of two young discoverers.
We are all intrigued by the vastness of our universe and the mysteries of space. This is more true in case of young children who naturally are curious to understand the workings of space. Given this, what could be more thrilling than students getting a chance to make a celestial discovery? Providing such a lifetime opportunity to school students is the All India Asteroid Research Campaign, which is being conducted in the country for the past few years. Under the project, school students are given a chance to not only explore space to discover asteroids but also to name them. Along the same lines, recently, the special Space Annual Meet was organized at the NDMC Convention Center in New Delhi. During the event, two students, Amanjot Singh and Sahil Wadhwa, were felicitated by renowned NASA researcher Dr. Paul Rosen for their discovery of new asteroid in the year 2010. The asteroid discovered by the two students has been approved by the International Astronomical Union and they will name their discovery.
स्पेस के क्लब के थ्रू हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली जिसको ऑल इंडिया एस्ट्रॉइड सर्च कैंपेन कहते हैं। तो उसमें हमें ट्रेनिंग दी गई एंड ट्रेनिंग के बाद हमें कुछ इमेज सेट मिलते थे जो कि यूएस की ऑब्जर्वेटरी से हमें मिलते थे। तो हमें उनको एनालाइज करना होता था एंड उनको एनालाइज करके हमें देखना होता था क्या वो एक नया ऑब्जेक्ट हो सकता है। अगर वो हमें लगता था वो एक नया ऑब्जेक्ट हो सकता है तो हम उसकी एक साइंटिफिक रिपोर्ट बना के ऑब्जर्वेटरी को भेजते थे एंड फिर कुछ दिन बाद ऑब्जर्वेटरी हमें बताती थी कि क्या हमने कोई नया ऑब्जेक्ट देखा है या फिर पहले ही एक ऐसा ऑब्जेक्ट था जो कि वहाँ पे था और वही हमने देखा है। तो फॉर्चुनेटली जब हमने ये वाला डिस्कवरी की 2010 में तो वो एक नया ऑब्जेक्ट था जो पहले कभी किसी ने नहीं देखा था।
टेक्नोलॉजी का उसमें था कि जो सॉफ्टवेयर दिया गया हमारे को तो उसको चलाना भी सिखाया गया था पूरा। जैसे स्पेस की एक वर्कशॉप होती है 5 घंटे की, जब भी ये शुरू होता है इवेंट उससे पहले एक वर्कशॉप होती है 15 से 20 दिन पहले। तो वर्कशॉप में पूरा सिखाया गया कैसे यूज़ करना है, कैसे करना है। बाकी फिर हमारे ऊपर होता है कि हम उसको किस तरीके से और आगे इसको चला के सारा काम कर सकते हैं अपनी तरफ से।
The event saw enthusiastic participation of students from various schools along with teachers, researchers and industry experts. At the same time, 4 space achievers, Aryan Mishra, Yashraj Bhardwaj, Yuvraj Bhardwaj and Ronaldo Lesihiram shared their scientific experiences and encouraged fellow students. The meet also saw the release of the Space Annual Report 2016 and the launch of International Celebration of Asteroid Day. All India Asteroid Research Campaign is a globally renowned campaign which is being held by the Space Group in association with the International Astronomical Union.
स्पेस एक ऐसी संस्था है जो पायनियर है स्कूलों में एस्ट्रोनॉमी और स्पेस साइंस की एजुकेशन को लाने के लिए। और इस एजुकेशन को लाने का पर्पस ही ये था कि हम लोग बच्चों को विज्ञान की किताबों से निकाल के नेचर में से विज्ञान को समझना और फिर उसमें से उसका मैथमेटिक्स निकाल करके उसको अंडरस्टैंड करना और जो असली तरीका है विज्ञान को पढ़ने का उस हैंड्स ऑन तरीके से विज्ञान को पढ़ाया जाए।
Besides this campaign, the organizers also conducts various workshops and competitions to inculcate the spirit of science and innovation in young students.
Wind and solar power, the two powerful solutions to the power problems plaguing the world. While they are being harvested separately all over the world, how would it be if they both come together? Well, making this wish true is WISH, the wind-solar hybrid system developed by CSIR NL.
The future of fossil fuels are bleak, and renewable resources of energy has been accepted as a reliable and secure energy alternative for the future. In this context, wind and solar energy is being widely used across the world today. While research and development to improve the efficiency of technologies in these areas is quite intense, a team of Indian researchers have come up with a unique idea. How about combining the two technologies to address the energy problems? Yes, the technology comes from the researchers at Center for Societal Missions and Special Technologies at CSIR, National Aerospace Laboratories, and is called WISH. WISH is a hybrid system that taps both wind and solar energy by integrating the wind turbine with solar PV panels.
These turbines are designed such that they give maximum output even at average wind speeds which are available in our country. The starting wind speed is about 3 to 4 meters per second, and we are trying our best to see it's cost competitive. The important component, right now we have installed about 6 such 1 kilowatt systems in and around Bangalore, which are undergoing field trials. We are also developing 4 kilowatt systems for agri pumps and 10 to 20 kilowatt systems with our private partners.
The 500-watt wind turbine used in the system is based on rotor design methodology with sandwich-type blades and is especially suited to Indian low-wind regimes. In the WISH system, the charge controller for wind, solar sources and the inverter module are integrated in a single enclosure to charge a battery. When the battery is full, it diverts the wind power to dump load and puts the solar source in trickle charge mode. While when the battery is completely discharged, the inverter gets switched off to prevent over discharge of battery and gets switched on automatically when battery is charged. Experts are of the opinion that the hybrid system can go a long way in addressing energy shortage in urban and semi-urban areas and to conserve the use of electricity generated from fossil fuels.
And now it is time to take a very short break. We'll be back with more science news. Keep watching Science Monitor. Welcome back after the break. You're watching Science Monitor. Let us now have a look at some important science and technology activities happening in India and abroad in Science Express.
Furthering to another success, Indian Space Research Organization ISRO successfully ground tested its indigenously developed cryogenic upper stage for GSLV Mk3 on January 25, 2017. The cryogenic stage designated as C25 was tested for a duration of 50 seconds at ISRO Propulsion Complex IPRC in Mahendragiri, demonstrating all the stage operations. The 50-second test is a significant milestone in the development of indigenous cryogenic propulsion technology. The successful hot test of the stage in the first attempt itself demonstrates ISRO's ability to work in new areas like cryogenic technology.
In an ingenious feat, the ISRO team has successfully realigned the orbit of Mangalyaan. The realignment was done so that the orbiter is not affected by long-duration eclipse. The solar panels of Mangalyaan needs sun rays to remain charged. The announcement was made by ISRO chairman A.S. Kiran Kumar. In the fifth of its kind study under NASA's Hawaii Space Exploration Analog and Simulation Project, a team of 6 scientists have once again isolated themselves from humanity to simulate life in Mars. In the coming 8 months, the scientists will live in the specially constructed dome located on a barren, abandoned quarry in Mauna Loa volcano on Hawaii's Big Island. The researchers will perform geological field work and try to understand human behavior and performance during long space missions. China has announced that under its 13th 5-year plan period, it will become the world's brightest synchrotron radiation light source in Beijing. The synchrotron radiation light source is a high-energy strong light source that generates synchrotron radiation in electron deflection. It can measure the atomic structure of any substance with X-ray. According to reports, the newly planned light source is expected to be used for national security and provide a very high-resolution ratio in terms of space and energy to understand the hyperfine structure with complicated systems. We all know that the fundamental molecule of life, the DNA, is made of 4 natural bases, namely A, T, C, and G. But now, in a turn of events, a team of researchers have announced that they have created living organisms using an expanded genetic code. According to the reports, the researchers have created a synthetic bacterium that not only uses the 4 natural bases, but also uses a pair of synthetic ones known as X and Y. The study, if replicated, could be a turning point in the quest for creation of entirely new life forms. In yet another interesting celestial discovery, a team of researchers from Cornell University, led by an Indian researcher, have discovered first radio bursts beyond the Milky Way galaxy. According to the study published in the journal Nature, the radio bursts are very brief and bright. The sweep in frequency of the radio waves suggests that they are propagating through a lot of gas in the intergalactic medium. The discovery is likely to help us better understand the intergalactic space.
In largest of its kind venture, 2 leading space organizations of the world are coming together to address a global problem. Yes, ISRO and NASA have joined hands to work together on NISAR, the NASA-ISRO synthetic aperture radar that would be specially designed using advanced technologies to monitor global environmental change and its consequences. Now, well, the Science Monitor team had the chance recently to meet a NISAR project scientist, Paul Rawson, who had much to say about the venture. Join us as we talk to Dr. Paul Rawson and try to understand more about NISAR in our segment In Focus.
1, 0, and 1. PS1 ignited. 3, vehicle lift off normal. 7, 8.
India, in the recent years, have established itself as one of the leading champions in the arena of space science and technology. And one organization which has played a major role in making India one of the elite space-faring nations is the Indian Space Research Organization. ISRO, which is today a household name, is now collaborating with another world leader in space science, NASA. The 2 organizations are coming together to develop the NASA-ISRO synthetic aperture radar, aiming to solve the most pressing challenge of today: the global environmental change and its consequences. NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar, or NISAR in short, is a futuristic satellite program which is expected to be launched in 2020.
The NISAR mission is designed to make measurements of the changes of the Earth over the life of the mission, which is anywhere from 5 to 10 years, looking for the motion of the surface from volcanoes or earthquakes, landslides, glaciers and ice sheets, that kind of motion, as well as changes in land cover, such as forest growth or deforestation, agricultural changes, and that kind of thing.
NISAR is so far the biggest joint venture of ISRO with NASA and focus on designing an advanced radar imaging system to provide a detailed view of Earth. The radar will work in dual frequency, namely L and S bands. So with NISAR, we can expect stunning time-lapse movie of the entire Earth, detailing the measurements, some of the planet's most complex processes. Besides land, S-band microwave data will help in natural resources mapping and monitoring, estimating agricultural biomass over full duration of crop cycle. As far as organizational contributions are concerned, while ISRO is planning to provide the design and development of S-band SAR, spacecraft bus, data transmission system, spacecraft integration and testing, launch using GSLV and on-orbit operations, NASA will be providing the L-band SAR and the engineering payload for the mission, which includes the design and development of 12 meters unfurlable antenna, GPS system and data recorder.
NASA is providing a very large structure which houses the long wavelength radar. It's called an L-band radar. That consists of an octagonal structure which is roughly 3 meters long, a 9-meter deployable arm or boom, and then a 12-meter deployable reflector made out of mesh, gold mesh. ISRO is actually providing the spacecraft that we bolt this structure to. They're providing the launch vehicle, the mission operations of the spacecraft, and they're also providing a second radar with a shorter wavelength, which will be very complementary to the L-band radar that NASA provides.
While cost of ISRO's work share is estimated to be Rs 788 crore, the cost of NASA's work share is expected to be around $808 million, and project is being designed for a mission duration of 5 to 10 years.
It's a very comprehensive science mission and is greatly relevant for societal benefits, monitoring crops, looking for floods and disasters, and that kind of thing. So ISRO and NASA are very eager to launch this as soon as possible. So right now we're in the development phase. We are scheduled for launch in something like December 2021. However, ISRO has expressed a desire to launch as early as possible, and we are looking for ways to accelerate the launch, perhaps as early as 2020.
It has revealed by the experts that the data collected using NISAR will give new insights into evolution and state of Earth's crust, while providing better understanding of the planet's health and climate change.
Well, that is all for this episode of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. You can send your feedback and suggestions. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar C24 Qutub Institutional Area, New Delhi 110016. Well, that is all for today. We'll be back with fresh news stories on science and technology again next week at the same time on Rajya Sabha TV. Thanks for watching.